Hello, students of class 7. So, in today's class, we will study about digestion and absorption in the small intestine. Okay, digestion and absorption in the small intestine. In last class, we have discussed about the digestion in stomach. Okay, today we will study about digestion and absorption in small intestine. See, in stomach only digestion happens, but in small intestine both digestion and absorption happens. Okay, in small intestine both digestion and absorption happens. In today's class we learn exactly how it happens. So students, we know that there are two type of intestines. One is the small intestine and one is the large intestine. Now question comes, why one is called small and why one is called the large intestine? Question comes, right? Why one is called small and why one is called large? Small intestine is actually a very long. Small intestine is very long. Is a very long pipe. Okay, but large intestine is not so long. Is a small pipe. But why it is called large? Because in small intestine the the diameter is small. You can see here diameter of the small intestine is small, but diameter of large intestine is larger. Okay, that is why one is called the small intestine and one is called the large intestine. Now students, see how long is the small intestine. The small intestine is about 7 meters long. Okay, and it is found in the lower abdomen. We have learned earlier that stomach is found is in the upper left, in the upper left stomach. And where is the small intestine? The small intestine is in the lower abdomen. Lower abdomen. Stomach in the upper left and small intestine in the lower abdomen. The greater part of digestion and absorption takes place in the small intestine. So in our digestion, most of our digestion and absorption happens here. Happens in the small intestine. Happens in the small intestine here. Okay. What happens? The wall of the small intestine secretes digestive juices. Now this small intestine, suppose this is a small intestine. Okay, this is a small intestine like this. Okay, now inside from this wall it secretes digestive juices. Okay, whenever required it secretes digestive juices. Okay, the liver secretes bile which is stored in the gallbladder. Now we all know liver secretes an enzyme known as bile, which is the liver. Here you see in this picture. In this picture, liver secretes bile, which from liver secretes bile. This is a pipe which is connected to liver. From liver, bile is secreted and it is stored in the gallbladder. This is the gallbladder and it is stored here. Okay, and from the pancreas, this is the pancreas. Below you see this. This is the pancreas. From pancreas, what will happen? There is one more pipe which connects. This is the entry. This is the entrance of the small intestine. Okay, this is the stomach. After the food is digested here, it goes to the small intestine like this. Now this is the pipe of the small intestine. Okay, so here what happens in the pipe of small intestine? The liver secretes bile which is stored in the gallbladder, and the pancreatic juice, the pancreas secretes pancreas juice. Now whenever required, whenever food comes here, what happens? Food is passing through this. What will happen? This gallbladder will secrete the bile juice, and the pancreas will secrete the pancreatic juice. Understood? And it will go into the small intestine. I think you have understood that how it works. The liver makes bile, send it to the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores it, and whenever required, both the gallbladder secretes the bile and the pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice. Okay, into the where? Into the small intestine. This is the small intestine. This is the small intestine. This is not the full picture. After this, from here it will go like this. No, like this it will go. Okay. Now next. Now this what happens? The bile which is secreted by the liver, what it will do? Bile breaks down fats into tiny droplets which is easily acted upon by the digestive juices. The bile breaks the fat which is present in the food, it breaks into tiny droplets. Like this tiny droplets, it converts into tiny droplets which can be easily acted upon by the digestive juices which are secreted by the wall of the small intestine, can easily digest the fats. This is secreted by the wall of small intestine, break down fats into simpler substances and can be absorbed. Now we have all understood that all these substances, carbohydrates, fats, they have to be converted into simpler substances so that it can be absorbed by the blood, human blood, right? Now pancreatic juice, what happens? Break down starch into simple sugars and proteins and fats into simple substances. Now pancreatic juice, what it does? It breaks down starch into simple sugars and proteins and fats into simpler substances. So what pancreatic juice does is it converts all the complex food into simpler substances which can be absorbed by the blood. In larger classes, in senior classes, you will exactly learn about how it happens. You will learn in depth about it. For now, just remember this: the pancreatic juice breaks down starch into simple sugars and protein and fats into simple substances. Now this part is about the digestion. Digestion happens. Now let's learn about the absorption that happens in the. Now digestion happens. Now fats, starch, protein, all this had been converted into simpler substance. Now what we will do? Now we have to absorb that substances in our body so that we can get the nutrients, right? Now small intestine also plays an important role in the absorption of the digested food into the bloodstream. The inner wall of the small intestine have numerous projections called villi. Sorry, it is called villi. Okay. A huge part of the absorption. Now digestion is done. Now what do we do? We have to do absorption. Absorption is what? The process by which the nutrients that we get after digestion is transferred to the blood so that we can do important work, so that we can get energy out of it, right? Okay. Now small intestine plays a very important role in this absorption. How? The inside of the small intestine there are small finger like projection known as the villi. This villi known as what? Known as the villi. This villi, what it does is the digested food enters the blood vessels in the villi through the wall. In this villi, what happens? Whatever the nutrients we get after digestion, simpler substances are taken into the bloodstream with the help of this villi. Now in this villi, this is known as one villi. In one villi there are some small projections, smaller finger like projections. These are known as what? These are known as microvilli. So students, I think you have understood about today's class in the absorption and digestion on small intestine. This is how it is known that this is how absorption and digestion happens in the small intestine. In next class we will learn about what? Digestion and absorption in the large intestine. Okay, sorry, absorption in the large intestine. So students, thank you very much. See you in the next class.